LSU suspends head men and x27's basketball coach Will Wade. What could go down as LSU's most successful basketball season in about 4 decades has been tarnished by the suspension of coach Will Wade amid concerns about whether his recruiting tactics violated NCAA rules. LSU Chancellor F. King Alexander and Athletic Director Joe Alleva announced Friday that they suspended Wade indefinitely and appointed assistant Tony Benford interim head coach. Benford's the suspension came a day after reports that an FBI wiretap captured Wade's telephone conversations with a person convicted last year of funneling money to the families of basketball recruits. In a joint statement, recent media reports regarding Coach Will Wade are without question concerning to all of us, the joint statement said. As such, Yahoo included excerpts of a phone call in which Wade spoke with Christian Dawkins, who is one of several people convicted in October of conspiracy to commit wire fraud for funneling illegal payments to families of recruits to Louisville, Kansas, and North Carolina State. Dawkins also, in the report, Wade is described expressing his frustration with an unidentified third party handling the recruitment of player referred to only as Smart. LSU has Wade is quoted on a transcript of the call saying that he made a strong offer that was tilted toward taking care of the player and his mother, but that the third party who received the offer was unsatisfied with his piece of the pie. The report also states that it was not clear if the offer Wade discusses would violate NCAA rules, or if the player and his family knew of, or accepted, the offer, of which there were no specific details. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey said he supported LSU's decision to suspend Wade. The information in recent news reports is very disturbing, if true, said Sankey, noting that the SEC advises member institutions on compliance matters, and would do so in this case. Considering the Wade was at a public speaking engagement at a South Louisiana casino when the report came out. When asked about "We've handled everything very well so far," Wade said Thursday. "We've talked about, Smart has not been made available for comment." Several LSU players who were among Wade's top recruits the past 2 years speaking late Thursday afternoon echoed some of their coach's comments about moving forward and also suggested their recent success had something to do with the timing of the scrutiny surrounding the program. "If we weren't winning, trust me, they wouldn't talk about us," freshman forward Emmett Williams said. As you can see, LSU's 25 regular season victories are tied second most in program history with the 2000 and 2009 teams and behind only the 1981 Final Four team that won a school record 27 regular season games. The 1980 sophomore guard Tremont Waters said LSU players are a close-knit group that stays together when people are trying to create havoc around our program. "People don't pay attention to losers," Waters added. Growing up, Wade's suspension comes near the climax of a season that began with profound sadness after the late September shooting death of LSU forward Wade Sims, a junior from Baton Rouge. Sims pop more AP college basketball and
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.